Hello everyone, welcome to EduTerrain and welcome to the schemes part 4 of ARD current affairs. And here again we'll be looking into some important schemes that have been highlighted in the current affairs in the recent times, which would be very important for your upcoming NABARD examination. So अभी तक हमने 36 questions किया है, so I haven't changed the number, वही number में continue कर रही हूँ so that you'll have okay these many schemes and these many questions have been covered. So here comes the first question. This particular mission aims to develop or strengthen the seed sector and to enhance, one second, excuse me, and to enhance the production and multiplication of high yielding certified or quality seeds of all agriculture crops and making it available to the farmers at affordable prices, and also place an effective system for protection of plant varieties, rights of farmers and plant breeders to encourage development of new varieties of plants. Now all these boils down to one particular mission, and that is submission on seed and planting material. Okay. Now through this various components are being run currently, including seed village program, establishment of seed processing cum seed storage godowns at gram panchayat level, national seed reserve, boosting seed production in private sector, and strengthening of quality control infrastructure facilities. Of this seed village program is very important, which we have already covered in the course. Okay, and now they are focusing on bio fortified varieties as well. And there is one authority that looks into the protection of this plant variety and farmers rights, and that is the Protection of Plant Variety and Farmers Right Act 2001, PPVFR Act. Now this is established to provide for the establishment of an effective system for protection of plant varieties, the rights of the farmers and the plant breeders. कई बार जिन्होंने raise किया है breeder, they should get the credit and whatever the royalty and all that. So, and to encourage development and cultivation of new varieties of plants, very important, under which various legal instruments have been launched, like Seed Acts 1966, Seed Rule 1968, Seed Control Order 1983, etc. And this all will regulate the production, distribution and quality of certain seeds for sale and other matters. Whereas these particular acts grant the proprietary ownership of the variety of the plant breeders and farmers for the varieties that have been developed by them. Okay, which is actually one important aspect. Moving on to our next question. The restructured National Bamboo Mission was launched in one of the following years for holistic development of the bamboo sector. And very recently this National Bamboo Mission has been subsumed into this is Integrated Mission for Horticulture Development. MIDH में. And here this was launched in 2018-19. as you can see here, MIDH Mission Integrated Development for Horticulture उसमें subsume कर दिया है. Now this particular scheme is implemented in 23 states and 1 union territory through state bamboo missions or the state bamboo development agencies. Okay, so this is, as we know, bamboo is often termed as green gold. And what is the provision here? Direct subsidy of 50% is given to the farmers at 1 lakh per hectare and 100% to government agencies and also to entrepreneurs for setting up of product development units, etc. And the budgetary allocation is bamboo mission is 100 crores. Okay, moving on to our next question. Price support mechanism is implemented by the Government of India on the request of the state governments for the procurement of perishable and horticulture commodities in the event of a fall in the market price. See, when we talk about field crops, they have MSPs in place, right? But horticulture and perishable commodities, we do not have any MSPs. But sometimes these also face the problem of price fall in the market owing to the glut or sudden increase in the production and all that, right? So in that case, an ad hoc scheme has been launched by the Government of India, where if a state request, this request has to come from the state that okay, there is some glut in the market because of which market prices have fallen, so you have to help us in managing this. In that case, this market intervention scheme, which is a non-planned scheme or the ad hoc scheme or the price support scheme implemented on the request of the state government, wherein it works on the similar lines of MSP. Request जब आता है तो जो nodal agency है, that will come forward and purchase that at a fixed price. How is that all fixed? Let's see. It is implemented by the Department of Agriculture and Cooperation, where there is if at least 10% increase in the production or 10% decrease in the ruling rates over the previous normal year. In दोनों के cases में this can be triggered. Okay. Its objective is to protect the growers of these horticulture or agriculture commodities. Now, proposal of MIS is approved on the specific request of the state or union territory if they are ready to face 50% loss incurred, क्योंकि market price अलग है and they are purchasing and selling it at less price. So loss तो incur होगा ही that. So 50% loss state को लेना पड़ेगा. In case of northeastern states, then it would be 25%. Further, the extent of total amount of loss shared is restricted to 25% of the total procurement value, which includes the cost of the commodity purchase plus permitted overhead expenses. Okay. Excuse me. So 25% of the total procurement value पे ही ये that has been restricted. Now, in this, which is a nodal agency that helps, it is NAFED is a central agency, and at predetermined quantity and at fixed MIP, market intervention price, the products or the produce is procured by NAFED. This MIP is fixed again based on the previous year prices, etc. Moving on to our next question. As per the open market sales scheme, domestic and eligible bidder can bid for a minimum quantity of 10 metric tons to maximum of how many metric tons in case of wheat. In the case of rice, traders are eligible and can bid a minimum quantity of 10 MT and maximum quantity of how many metric tons. And here in this case, okay, कई बार हमने देखा है कि प्राइस सपोर्ट स्कीम में स्पेशली दिस पैडी एंड वीट दैट इज पिक्ड मोर पीडीएस में जाने के बाद मिड डे मील स्कीम में एवरीथिंग सेट इवन आफ्टर दैट if there is any stock that is still lying with FCA and other nodal agencies, then this open market sales scheme is triggered, whereby now this whatever the procured material that is there, that would be opened for sale to the traders or the manufacturing units which require this material. Again कुछ restrictions के साथ, they can't sell in the open market just like that without processing. So wheat है तो they have to sell only flour, and that too at a particular price only. They'll have that price band also. Everything would be in place, and who the bidder जिनका high रहता है उनको ये sale करते हैं. So in this case, एक particular quantity they have mentioned, as you can see, a 10 MT for minimum in case of wheat, and maximum it is 100 MT. In case of rice, 10 MT is a minimum quantity and maximum is 1000, as you can see here. Okay. And FCA conducts weekly auctions for this on the platform of National Commodity and Derivative Exchange Limited, that is NCDEX, very very important, and thereby it clears the stocks. Moving on to our next question. The Ministry of New and Renewable Energy has extended the deadline of PM Kusum scheme, which was launched in 2019, till it is extended till March 2026, as you can see here. And there are three major components in PM Kusum scheme, and this we are planning as a you can say push towards achieving 40% of the installed power generation capacity from non-fossil fuel sources by 2030. It's one of the largest initiatives to provide clean energy to more than 35 lakh farmers. Very very important, and this also we have done in a detailed manner in one of the sessions, and along with that a complete detailed PDF has also been provided. अगर 2024-25 का बजट देखा जाए तो they haven't utilized actually previous year जो 2023-24 में जो budgetary allocations हुए हैं, that also they haven't utilized. As you can see here, PM Kusum 45% lower that they have utilized, lower utilization. Okay, and others also it is on the similar lines. So let's see if they can utilize the funds well this year at least. Moving on to our next question. Atal Bhujal Yojana will be implemented till which of the following years? This is to improve the groundwater facility in 7 states. जहाँ पे over exploitation of the groundwater has happened. They have selected few districts in 7 states, and accordingly they are working on improving the groundwater conditions, replenishing, etc. And here this will run till 2026-27. पहले ये 2020-25 तक ही था, but now it has been extended till 2027. It has two components: institutional strengthening and capacity building component, and the incentive component. That is, they will be incentivizing states for implementing various groundwater management practices, etc., based on 4-pronged strategy. Decision support tools for groundwater management, strengthen community-based institution. Majorly this is what you'll say Jan Andolan program. Improve water use efficiency and enhance groundwater recharge and fiscal decentralization, thereby timely availability of funds, etc. So on this, based on this 4-pronged strategy, they are trying to work out on these water stressed gram panchayats in 7 states, as you can see here, in 80 districts of 7 states that include Gujarat, Haryana, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh. Moving on to our next question. Which among the following is not a scheme that is covered under the world's largest grain storage plan in cooperative sector scheme? Under this, various schemes from 3 ministries have been incorporated, and all these schemes, Mission for Integrated Development of Horticulture, MIDH, Submission on Agriculture Mechanization, Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana, allocation of food grains under the National Food Security Act, all have been brought, and this is one of the largest, world's largest grain storage plan program, wherein they want to bring in, rope in cooperatives in doing this. And the pilot project, it is currently being implemented by the National Cooperative Development Corporation with the support of NABARD, FCI, CWC, NABARD Consultancy Services, that is NAPCONS, NBCC, etc. in different states, and for which various ministries schemes have been brought under this. 8 schemes है जो इसमें लाया गया है. Okay, मैंने already document दिया है and I have taken this in detail in class. That's the reason I haven't incorporated all that here. Otherwise, this is an MOU has been signed between the Ministry of Cooperation, Department of Food and Public Administration, which is the Ministry of Food and Public Administration, Food Corporation of India and NCDC to ensure full capacity utilization of the storage capacity being created at PACS level under this project. So very important, ये latest data है, and they want to create at least 700 lakh metric tons of storage capacity over 5 years. Okay, 2024 Feb में ही ये launch हुआ था. Okay, you can go through the document for the rest of the details. And why they have said that, as per the recent World Cooperative Monitor Report 2023, IFCO, one of the leading fertilizer players in the country, has been ranked first among 300 cooperatives in the world under the component ratio of turnover over gross domestic product per capita. Okay, and in order to capitalize on such cooperatives which are present in India, जो PACS का जो structure है, all that they want to utilize that, for which this particular scheme has been launched. And a World Cooperative Monitor Report, as per that, IFCO is particular component में, because there are various components. Okay, and components और कौन से हैं? Yes, one component is top 300 ranking based on turnover, and the other component is top 300 ranking based on the ratio of turnover over GDP. इसमें इंडिया का IFCO आया है, and third place में आया है अमूल का, that is गुजरात कोऑपरेटिव मिल्क मार्केटिंग फेडरेशन लिमिटेड. And in the top 300 ranking based on turnover देखा जाए तो it is French group Credit Agricole that has made its top number 1. And India का इसमें top 300 में, yes, IFCO has made it to 72nd ranking. Okay, there are 2 components. एक में IFCO number 1 है, turnover के basis पे देखा जाए तो it is 72nd rank. And this is 12th annual World Cooperative Monitor Report published by International Cooperative Alliance. And 2023 का जो edition है very recently May या June में release हुआ था. Okay, and as you can see here, International Cooperative Alliance and the European Research Institute on Cooperatives and Social Enterprise, EURISE, it released this 2023 edition of the World Cooperative Monitor. Important, इन दोनों ने मिलके release किया है. Moving on to our next question, which among the following is the sunset point for the Mangrove Initiative for Shoreline Habitats and Tangible Incomes MISTI scheme? Last year ये launch हुआ था, and it will be running till 2027-28, as you can budgetary announcement में हुआ था, and then they have launched this majorly to provide a magnitude of services, different services, goods and services under mangrove ecosystem, provision of food and clean water, influence climate regulation, soil composition regulation, disaster risk management, recreational and spiritual place. And here this scheme envisages to comprehensively explore the possible area for development of mangroves covering approximately 540 square kilometers spreading across 11 states and 2 union territories, and this scheme is under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, and it is a central sector scheme. Okay, this we have already done in the ISFR 2021 yesterday, Indian State of Forest Reports. Moving on to our next question, which among the following is not true regarding the Pradhan Mantri Jan Jatiya Vikas Mission scheme? Okay, here in this case, none of the above, because all of these are true. Under this, the MFPs, the minor forest produce, have been covered 87. Scheme duration is 2021-22 to 2025-26. It is a central sector scheme, and TriFed is a nodal agency at the central level. See, there were earlier two schemes: mechanism for marketing of minor forest produce through minimum support price and development of value chain for MFP. This is one scheme, and the other scheme was institutional support for development and marketing of tribal products. दोनों का almost basic objective है providing a safety net to the forest dwelling scheduled tribe minor forest produce gatherers. So in 2020 NITI Ayog has advised Ministry of Tribal Affairs कि एक umbrella program type का लेके आए, under which they have, what they have done is they have launched the umbrella program Pradhan Mantri Jan Jatiya Vikas Mission, Mera Van Mera Dhan Mera Udyam, in their report, in the report of skill development and employment generation. Okay, and इस report में उन्होंने highlight किया, and as per that this particular mission was launched. Okay, MFP is nothing but the non-timber forest products that can be further categorized into medicinal and aromatic plants, oil seeds, fibers and flowers, resins, edible plants, bamboo, reeds and grasses, etc. And currently, as on July 30th, 2024, 87 minor forest produce are covered under this minimum support scheme of Pradhan Mantri Jan Jatiya Vikas Mission. Okay, coverage all schemes 2025-26 तक है. Central implementing agency, it is a TriFed. Okay, state implementing agencies के through they will be running this entire program, and this is majorly to establish a robust marketing mechanism so that these gatherers, without the influence of the middlemen, they can get good price, premium price for the products that they are gathering from the forest areas. And these are the various activities to be supported under the scheme, like MSP fixation, infrastructure development, value addition to these MFPs जो procure किया है, value added higher price पे बेच सकते हैं, setting up of one dhan vikas kendras and one dhan producer enterprises so as to again create a shops type of, so that tourist के लिए अच्छे से everything would be available at one place. Sale and purchase of the products made by these institutions, advertising, branding and promotion of various tribal products, skill and entrepreneurship development, geotagging of these products so that उनका एक premium maintain कर सके, geographical indicators for these produce, building or upgradation of IT, commerce platforms, etc. Online भी बेच सकते हैं, survey of beneficiaries, research and other developmental activities. Now, one of these following ministries or institutions under the support to TRIs scheme, that is Tribal Research Institutes in states or union territories, for the projects or activities undertaken for preserving and promoting the tribal languages and dialects. Now here, this particular support to TRIs scheme, it is run by the Ministry of Tribal Affairs only. Okay, and here they are promoting what are the activities that they are looking into: preparing bilingual dictionaries and trilingual proficiency modules in tribal language so that we can preserve those languages, preparing primers for class students 1, 2 and 3 so that जो multilingual education intervention है as part of the new education policy, that is to teach them in their mother tongue, that can be taken up, publishing books, journals on different tribal languages to promote their literature, documenting folklores and folk tales so as to preserve and promote this tribal folk tradition, and translation of publications, training module about sickle cell anemia disease awareness module 1, diagnosis treatment module 2 in the local tribal dialects so that they can also be that awareness creation can be done among these people for these diseases जो already Hindi और English में और various other local languages में हैं. conducting conferences, seminars, workshops and poetic symposiums so as to support them, थोड़ा सा motivation के लिए. And एक और स्कीम भी है, ट्राइबल रिसर्च इंफॉर्मेशन एजुकेशन कम्युनिकेशन एंड इवेंट्स, TRIECE, under which funds are given to reputed institutions for carrying out research study programs including documentation of tribal languages and developing AI based translation tools for converting English Hindi text to speech to selected tribal languages and vice versa, so that those who don't know that languages also can understand the beauty of these tribal languages. Moving on to our next question, established in 2014-15, PSF is any fund created to absorb the extreme volatility in the selected commodity prices. Price support fund है ये. Such goods will be procured directly from farmers or farmer organizations at the farm gate or mandi and made available to consumers at a more affordable prices. Like कभी tomato, onion, potato का कुछ होता है, so generally the agencies come forward and they procure that from the farmers at higher price and sell it in the mandis at the lower price, right? So that all comes under this PSF only. Which among the following maintains the PSF as a central corpus fund? Okay, and here it is done by the Small Farmers Agribusiness Consortium, which is under the Department of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. As you can see here, this scheme is transferred from the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare to Ministry of Consumer Affairs with effect from 2016. And it is centrally managed by the Price Stabilization Fund Management Committee that approves the all state governments and central agencies proposals, and SFAC is the one that maintains this PSF as a price support fund as a central corpus fund. Very, very important. Okay, moving on to our next question. The government has approved setting up of how many PM mega integrated textile region apparel parks in greenfield and brownfield sites, including a greenfield project in Virudhunagar, Tamil Nadu, with world-class infrastructure including plug-and-play facility with an outlay of 4,445 crores for a period of 7 years up to 2027-28. Okay, PM Mitra Parks. 7 such parks are being public-private partnership mode पे 7 है, and these are the one already 1, 2, 3, 4 completed and 3 are under implementation. Now, in a significant move to bolster India's agriculture, export and import capabilities, Government of India has approved the Jawaharlal Nehru Port Authority's project of development of export-import cum domestic agriculture commodity-based processing and storage facility at this JNPA. Where is this JNPA located? This is done on PP, public-private partnership mode, worth 284 crores, which is India's first integrated agri-export facility. Very recently this has been done, and this Jawaharlal Nehru Port Authority is in Navi Mumbai. Mumbai mein hai ye. Okay, and in Maharashtra it is the first major port of the country which is 100% landlord port, having all berths being operated on PPP model. Okay, so this is being done. This is also एक और वाधावन पालघर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में भी ऑल वेदर ग्रीनफील्ड डीप ड्राफ्ट मेजर पोर्ट इज बीइंग डेवलप्ड, एंड वंस दिस वाधावन पोर्ट इज डेवलप्ड, the project will rank among the world's top 10 largest ports and serve as a significant green fuel hub as well. So 1 एक JNPA का है महाराष्ट्र का, दूसरा वाधावन पोर्ट which is in पालघर district that also is being developed on the same lines. This is all from my end for this part. So hope you have enjoyed the session. So if you have any queries, you can always write to me through any of these avenues. Reach out to me. And thank you very much once again for being so patient. Please take good care of yourself. Bye-bye.